Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium. The smoke machine is rolling, and the Miami Hurricanes making their customary grand entrance onto the field. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on another team from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse. The Canes will boot it away to start the game. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Seminoles offense will start this game off. The flash, the style, the swagger, these two really define an era of great college football, and it's always fun to see them square off.
So well put, Reese. I mean, two flashy programs, and when they're rocking, they're rocking. The state of Florida's rocking. Everybody's wanting to go to Miami and Florida State. This is a big one, Paul.
Yeah, and David, you and I can appreciate this because we were playing back in the day when these two programs really had it rolling, when they had so much NFL talent and speed on the field, it seemed like each and every year. And this was a game that always seemed to determine the national championship picture at the end of the year.
Looking to throw, it's Glenn. Throwing right. There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete. And the Seminoles will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Hurricane offense will get its first crack at it now. I know what a weapon he is on the outside, but stretching the field against this dude in the secondary will be a challenge.
And just some safeties have it, the awareness, the ability to see the ball, to break on the football, and he's one of those guys.
This QB better be looking this safety off. You can't just trust your receiver's going to out-athlete him every time you throw him the ball, because this safety is a different breed.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. From the gun, running back gets to give. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Out of the gun to give to the back. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force him to settle for a field goal? On the move. Tackled, but he has a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Canes are marching down the field. Run in the red zone, it's Baxter. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Finds his big tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. Anderson will throw. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Great timing by the defense there. Obviously, the offense has the ball in the red zone, and you're trying to create a negative play to back them up. They do that with the sack, and if they're now going to try a field goal, it's going to be a little more work for the kicker.
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. The official says no good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. So they'll try to make up some of that ground on second down from the 16. He's looking to throw. Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. He fires one deep down the right side. Oh, look out. There he goes. Inside the 10. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper was a bolt of lightning, a touchdown pass from 84 yards out. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll give it to the back. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. And the sophomore just a little too much on that one. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Anderson wants to throw. They've got the screen set up. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. And the Hurricanes send out the punt unit. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, that's not Lamar Jackson back there scrambling around. This is a guy the defense felt like if we can get him out of the pocket and flush him, we can get after him and chase him, bring him down. And they did that one pretty easy there, getting the sack.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. They'll run the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. The Seminoles will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Reese. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Looking to throw for it. Got his man quickly. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Baxter. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. Looking to throw it again. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The #1 job is to protect their quarterback, and they did not.
They did not, but my #1 job as a defensive lineman is to attack your quarterback and get him on the ground just like this, get in the sack, rattle this guy as much as you can, as many hits as possible on these quarterbacks.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long.
Defense.
Defense way over-eager there, and now the entire playbook just opens up before the eyes of this offensive coordinator. Anderson will throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Hurricanes will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Offense getting set for 1st down. They go to the ground. Makes one man miss. That's a live ball. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's McCoy. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. It's reverse. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Brown. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The run from the shotgun. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Power football with the run. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. They want to run this quarterback. Discards a man. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. After picking up this 1st down on the ground, let's see what they do. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Anderson wants to throw. He's right on target. And he's a real nowhere man, tackled in this no-gain land. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
The Canes will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Here's the punt high into the air. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. Line gets set, first down. From the gun, running back on the move. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. To the air, it's Glenn. Working that left side now. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little...
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Then he breaks into the open. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33. They'll leave it with him. Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. Going up top on first down. Wide open downfield. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. With the catch, it's Williams. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in zones. You got to get him involved.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll run it from the gun. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Between the uprights, it's good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. SMU has opened up its largest lead of the game in what's shaping up to be one of the more one-sided affairs of the weekend. They're up by 18 over Boston College. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. Looking downfield, it's Glenn. Got him downfield. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll try the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Looking to pass on second down. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. When you think of the significance of these two programs in the history of college football, remarkable that they've only been playing since 1951.
It's crazy because there's so many games you can pull out of your brain, Reese, and I'm sure because you were born then when this rivalry started, that so many games that were so important and had such big implications, Jesse.
Yeah, it seems like over the course of 3 decades, right? The 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, every time these two teams played, Miami and Florida State, we were talking about how it would impact the national championship picture. This really has been one of the better rivalries in the sport, even though it's really not that old.
Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Makes the grab outside. It's Baxter. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. On second down, he's looking downfield. And that one's incomplete. Third and short, they've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. They'll try to get the first through the air. It's caught downfield. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. He wants to throw. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Anderson will throw. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on third and long from the 26. They believe they can run right here. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. He'll call for the fair catch here. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Davis. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Dialing up a second down pass play. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. He's going to let it go. Catch inside the 25. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And that falls incomplete on 4th down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. No good. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, between the coaches who have matched wits in this game and the players and the unforgettable moments, Miami, Florida State is must-see TV, and today is no different. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between Miami and Florida State plays out.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Going to the run to start this second half. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Anderson wants to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. The give to the back. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Went with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. On 2nd down, he'll fire. He's got his man. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're facing a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll let it fly. Fires to the big fella. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. Now staring at a third and short from the 40. They'll go to the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Looking for room, it's Baxter. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. They'll keep it on the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and it's picked off. Oh, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense will come out and take over at the 44.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again. Create some...
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. To the air, it's Glenn. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight it, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
From the gun, give on the inside. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Right back to the well. Runs through the tackle. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. And the Noles have their offense in high gear with the run on first and goal. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The give to the tailback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Mark it off as a 6-yard gain down to the 6-yard line. You can't hear yourself think on third and goal. Feeling some heat. Had nowhere to go with that one. Had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. After the miss, the lead still at 11.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Canes will bring the punt team onto the field. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Makes a move. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Grabbed in the backfield. It's McCoy. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got it set up on the outside. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. The Seminoles will send out the punt unit. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. The give to the single back. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The Hurricanes line up to punt it away. A high kick trying to pin them deep. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They'll ride Davis here. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Right back to it. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground with the back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Glenn. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. The Noles decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. With jet sweep pass. He stopped almost immediately. He didn't get much, but he didn't need much. They've got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Fires into traffic, intercepted. How about that? Making a play and setting up your offense inside the 40 at the 39.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Right on target this time. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. And the Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Defense a little too anxious there. They're just making it easier for this offense. The give to Davis. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, no! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. Guys, so far this hasn't been wide right or wide left. The Seminoles have been on point as they build this lead.
And the Seminole dynasties were always built on elite playmaking offense, teams that could score points. This is a rivalry game with Miami, Palmer, but they're putting up points when it matters.
Yeah, they're not going to let this one come down to the kicker for another wide right. They're just going to handle the business here on the field, offensively and defensively. They have smothered Miami all game long.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Missouri has the lead right now. Columbia has just been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over Ole Miss. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Fires to the right. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Anderson will throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. Here comes the offense on 1st down. That's caught. It's Gibson.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Into the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Touchdown, Florida State! And the beatdown has ensued. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Miami, 3.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. This time he's got his man. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Third down coming up.
They're going to throw it again. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on fourth down. A first down for the offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. A 3rd and long coming up here. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Got it behind the line. It's Baxter. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Got a man in the middle. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Anderson wants to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Handoff from the gun. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did. We saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.